Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Malcolm.
I'm the Black Dot. We are in the building.
#1 father and son podcast on the goddamn planet.
On the goddamn planet.
Thank you guys for joining us. Let's do a quick roll call. I saw Youngstown, Ohio. I see LA. I saw the Bay Area in the building.
Brooklyn in the building. Stand up.
Detroit, the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Early in the cat. Thank you for the super chat. Also
In Miami in here.
Tuscan, Arizona.
Appreciate you, Dominique.
Who else? Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay, Arizona in the building.
I saw Queens. I see Akron.
Texas.
Harlem.
East Tremont. That's what I'm talking about.
Facts.
Throw my X's up. You
Left
already
over
know
right.
what that
you know
is.
what I'm saying?
You know what that is.
Chicago, Columbus, Ohio be in the building. Heavy,
Yeah.
Man.
We love Ohio big time.
We gotta go out there.
Facts.
I actually have an uncle out there
Who's big time?
yeah, he like I don't know what town, but he's like a representative or like mayor of the town or something like that.
Yeah. I want Con Blanche when we get out there. Shit.
I actually have a lot of family out there actually. So Miami Gardens. Thank you guys for joining us, man. We appreciate you.
We always appreciate the support.
Mm-hmm.
You could be on any other channel on these YouTube streets,
Yes.
but you're here with us.
Yeah.
You're here rocking with us, and we are forever grateful for that.
Yes. So before we get started, somebody said Tucson. Oh, my fault. Thank you. I don't know.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. But before we get started, don't forget, after tonight's show, we will have another episode of The Hulk.
Yes.
Live via Zoom and for the members only.
Live via Zoom for the members only. Last week was a pretty good show.
Yeah, people enjoyed that. I enjoyed it as well.
Yes.
So we're going to give that another shot tonight.
Yep.
And if you are not a member yet, what are you waiting for?
Yep. What you waiting for? Get in
waiting
on
for?
that membership. Time is running out. Because September 1, we triple the price. And we triple it with confidence because we already know what we're going to bring to the table. On Monday's show, we debuted a dope song.
Oh, yes, we did. We on the after show, we debuted the theme song for our Real Mentality show that will be airing on the membership again only. And that was performed by Mega Bills. Yeah, I know him as Plant Based.
Yes.
When we do the commercial. Super fire. People in the people in the chat, they love that.
Yes.
When we debuted it, that was tough.
We will re-debut it
Monday.
with some special treats
Yes.
added to it on Monday.
Yes.
I was going to give it y'all tonight, but tonight ain't the right time.
Right.
It's a lot going on in these streets.
Exactly.
And we want that to have its proper rollout.
Yes.
Yes?
All right, so anything else? Any other announcements? Oh, our NFT winner, he got his NFT today.
Yes.
Or it was delivered.
Yeah, Gregory Reed got it today. It was delivered.
It was delivered.
Let's hope he unboxes it.
Yeah.
He enjoys what he sees. that's big news
Yes.
right there. You know what I mean?
Because there's other art like Picasso. Apparently, a few of his pieces are going for a total of $100 million in Vegas.
Ooh,
something crazy like that. Like,
ooh,
goddamn.
ooh,
So,
well, goddamn.
exactly. So, art is, beauty behind the beholder. So, hopefully, he sees this as valuable and appreciates it, and as a bragging right to all the people who come to his home.
Because
Like,
he's going to be
what's
the
that?
only one who has
Exactly.
a digital
Exactly.
printout and manifestation of what we will be moving in these streets.
Exactly.
These streets. Let's get right to the bullshit.
Let's do it.
Let's get to the shits.
You are tuned into the sounds.
Fuck this. Let's get to the shits.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. I know y'all waiting for it.
Yeah. So, what day was that? That was Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday. Yes. You hit me. You said, "Yo, you hear about what happened?" I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then you said, so then when you text me about like Polight, whatever, I typed it on. I didn't see anything about it, so I kind of wasn't rushing to, kind of. And it's Tuesday. We don't have a show on Tuesday. We don't have a show on Wednesday either. So I wasn't kind of rushing to do anything or to say anything about it. I was just kind of okay. And then I saw Tasha K actually broke the story. I was like, oh, she's official with hers. You know what I'm saying? Like she usually
be carrying receipts.
Yeah, she be on it. And then I watched her video and she spoke about it, and it was gross, man. Very disturbing allegations, very, very disturbing. And she's giving his full name and stuff like that. I skipped the whole part. After that, I saw a lot of people make their videos about it, but they were all using Tasha K's videos as their evidence. So I was kind of like, I don't know if that's the most responsible thing to do.
Yeah, because in reference to, does it have any weight to it?
You get what I'm saying? Because and not to say she's wrong, but if she was, everything kind of falls down.
Everything kind of collapses.
Everything kind of collapses. So again, I was waiting, but then I looked it up on my own. I looked it up, in the Miami-Dade County. I looked it up. I was like, oh, those charges are there.
Yes.
And then she did another live yesterday where she broke down. She read the police report story, then she broke down apparently what actually happened, and that made more sense than the police story, because the police story, I'm just hearing just kind of like that wouldn't make sense. Like, why the hell would you bring a 14-year-old to an after party in the club? Like, you can't go in Miami.
You can't even get a 14-year-old child.
Yeah, I was just like,
club.
How does that happen? You know what I'm saying? But the way Tasha K told the story, that made more sense.
Right.
And I was just like, wow. But, yeah, guys, gross. And especially when DNA is involved in the mix. I don't know how you can fight that.
Yeah.
I saw his lawyer on the news clip say these are false. Like, when the facts come out, I don't know how you fight that if it's DNA involved.
Yeah.
I'm starting to, I see, not as much as I thought, but I see a lot of his followers already trying to spin the story, how it could be a setup, and the government and agents and Tasha K's agents, and I'm just not trying to hear all of that at all. To be honest with you, I'm just like what can you say? The DNA, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then a lot of people, as the internet does, they mount a gang of evidence that leads up to this.
Yes.
And it's all very damning. But I will say allegedly to all of this stuff.
Well, let's get
allegedly.
Let's get our girl Leslie in the room immediately.
Because apparently, according to the police thing, his date in court will be September 15th.
That happens to be your birthday.
My birthday, yes.
And they say he got arrested on August 10th.
Which is his birthday.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, anything.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me preface what I'm about to say by saying, I don't know this nigga.
Oh, okay. That's, yeah.
Let me start there. All right?
Yes.
This is a very critical part of the story. Yeah. I don't know this nigga.
Yeah.
And because people are broad brushing the entire conscious community, all you niggas are scammers, y'all all in on this shit. I did one speaking engagement on a panel. And the panel had Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, Dr. Umar Johnson, who we will talk about, Black Dot and Polight. I got up, I spoke my piece. He spoke directly behind me. That is my only connection to this nigga. I don't know him. I don't have his number. I've never hung out with him. I've never broke bread. One time I was on 125th Street with Sinetta doing the street piece, and he pulled up, and as I finished, I think as we were passing, I just kind of, all right, Polight's up, and I went about my business. That is it, and I have to say that. And I also have to preface this by saying there are 2 to 3 levels of the conscious community, all right? The last lecture I ever did and performed was for Dr. Ranuko Rashidi, who recently passed away, and that was in 2007. And I came out of retirement to do it, because I think I had already gave up on this in 2005. I saw where this thing we call the conscious community was heading.
Right.
And I'm saying all of this to say, because the conscious community is taking a heavy hit.
Oh man.
And perhaps this version of it, I can't even vouch for none of these things. I don't know who Tex Rex is and about whoever these niggas' names is. I don't know who these niggas are. I'm from a conscious community that was organic in the sense that we just met up. We brought in thinkers who were outside of the box of that time to teach us for hours in on a time. Now, whether you, and I'm talking about Bobby Hemmit, I'm talking about Phil Valentine, I'm talking about C. Freeman L., I'm talking Steve Coakley, I'm talking Dr. Leola Africa, I'm talking Dr. Francis Quest Wilson, I'm talking Dick Gregory, I'm talking Queen Afua, I'm talking Jewel Pookrum, I'm talking Henry DiBernardo, I'm talking Hakeem Bey, I'm talking Eileen Bey, I'm talking Sister Myra. Now, whether you agreed with their teachings or not is one thing.
Right.
They were never involved with any scams or scandals. You may have said, "No, I don't believe that teaching." That's fine.
Right.
So, and we met hand to hand, and we had a small group, and none of them taught religion.
Right.
They taught science and the facts, and because different people from different religions were coming, and it was a beautiful thing because you had to find us. We weren't finding you. We weren't spreading a message across a large field when social media came in. And I took pride in that.
Yeah.
And most of these lecturers I mentioned were underpaid. And I know this for a fact because I paid them. I'm going to say that again. Most of them that I spoke about were underpaid. And I know this for a fact because I paid them. And I couldn't pay them what they were worth in value. Then a shift took place, and social media was birthed, and social media personalities came about, and this became like a wrestling match, and this one versus this one, and come on down, and that one, and throw your hands. It almost became like a revival thing, and I knew at that point that it was time for me and a few other individuals to step to the side. That's not what I signed up for.
Gotcha.
So the social media era brought about personalities who were able to turn this into whatever they wanted to turn this into. Those who didn't study vigorously like the way we had to study, because there was no YouTube. There was no Google per se. You literally had to get in these physical books and study and cross-reference. That was it. And I'm only saying that to preference as we speak about the conscious community of today or what it has morphed into. I'm asking the real conscious community to stand up and hold your head up high. You have nothing to be embarrassed about, or you know what I mean? Because we put our work in when we put our work in. The rest of this, I can't vouch for. I don't know half these niggas' names. I ain't never hung out with none of these niggas. I ain't never seen none of them. And I have to put that out there because my name already got mentioned in some shit.
Yeah,
somebody already threw my name in the, yo, this one, Black Dot is involved. And I'm like, nigga, what?
A couple weirdos.
If you only know me from the YouTube, that means you don't know me.
Who was just recently in our comments said he loved our content.
Right.
And wishes we mentioned him in our content because we won't.
Right. Right. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so a lot of real conscious community people who put in work, their legacy is being tarnished by what we see. Now, let's get to Brother Polight and this particular issue. And I will say allegations because that's just what we, Yeah. But the DNA evidence suggests that there's something going on here.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to address what it is that we know. I saw the police report. I saw the news program that spoke on it. I saw Tasha K's piece. And I want to put this out there, too. Not enough people are talking about that girl, the victim. Everyone is either gloating that Polight is finally getting his justice, and we're overlooking that there was a victim involved or a potential victim. So we here at Urban X want to definitely make sure we don't overlook. That would be a gross, miscalculation on our part, that there was a 14-year-old girl, whose mother who appeared to protect her as much as she could. You know what I'm saying? And if you listen to Tasha K's story,
that's
the mother
the key to that.
even still was apprehensive. Like,
that's the key to that.
You know what I mean? And then to manipulate that, and for there to be allegedly 4 different drugs in her system, is just, that shit is gross.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't want to get in my emotion about it, and you know what I'm saying, and all of this, because there are a lot of people who suffer from levels of cognitive dissonance that will tell you this was a setup. That's probably the mother's sweater that the girl had on, and the mother took her down to the precinct. He nutted on the mother, and the mother saved the semen. This is the way the mind works here on YouTube. And when you give everybody a voice, this is the nonsense you will hear. This was a setup to take down this powerful man. And we need to stop. We need to just stop for a minute. And we need to deal with the elephant in the room, that there have been a lot of people who came in our community with a different agenda. And that agenda, was to make money. Their level of understanding how to manipulate people is just what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? And when you come off the Dr. York tree, I got to mention that too. You know what I mean? Can we just keep it a buck? So, and the statements that were made previous that I saw with my own ears and eyes, that no matter how many women Dr. York violated, that's still my dude. All of these things adding up. You out in Hollywood now, maybe trying to get in amongst the elite to do some things. It's a number of things that rolled through my mind, and I didn't want to come out here tonight and act like we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it was again always one of those things, because when stuff happens in the conscious community, we never really talk about it. We address it, we have fun with it. This was one of those things where, like, we looked at each other and was like, we have to talk about this. Like,
yes,
we'll be playing ourselves if we don't, and it would kind of feed the weirdos out there who are painting that broad brush on who was involved, who knew, and who's protecting him and shit. It was a lot of weirdos online, bro.
Absolutely, a lot of weirdos online, and that's why I did a special piece for y'all.
Yeah.
I just did a special piece for y'all on the toxicity of YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can call me a psychic. I knew this type of thing was coming, right? It's just a lot going on. And when we think about children and mothers who have to protect their children, and where's our father? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand my point? And these dudes who are looking to, from a ritualistic standpoint, get into a virgin to access power because it's pure energy. This thing gets deep, all depending on who the person is and the knowledge that they possess. And what was passed down to them by those who deal with this kind of dark energy. All right? So let's not act like this is, until I see otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep saying,
allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? Well, what's going on?
Right.
And we want to let the rest of it by the 15th, we'll know. But if we got a DNA match, and if we have the corroborating stories, because this is the daughter's story of what happened.
Yeah.
All right? So this is the daughter's, allegedly the daughter's story of what happened. There needs to be some answers. And there are a lot of people in the conscious community who made a lot of money off this dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who benefited a lot of people's hands are dirty, son. And now they quiet right now because they was riding that wave when it was about that money, even though you heard whispers, even after, you know what I'm saying, some other things. If enough people say you owe me money, then you owe me money. So we knew that there were issues there, but when it was high on the hog, a lot of people made bread. Yeah. You know what I mean? So their hands are dirty.
Yeah, I had to get at somebody a month ago because I forgot what we were talking about specifically. I think it was the first time you mentioned KB, right? First time. And
okay, so let me address 777. I didn't say it was impossible for him to be innocent. I said allegedly, based on the information that's being provided by us and not necessarily hearsay information. We're talking about police reports. We're talking about DNA. So that has to have some form of standing until it can be debunked. Now, and that has nothing to do with the scamming and shit that was going on. If you're telling me that is a lie, then you suffer, my friend, from cognitive dissonance. If you tell me that Brother Polight did not take advantage of people with Morris papers and all that other shit, then you suffer heavy from cognitive dissonance. Now, if you tell me he didn't rape this girl, I can't argue with that because I wasn't there. I'm only basing it off the information. When you want to know about the unknown, we study the known. And this ain't coming out of somebody's mouth who could be out to get him. This is public record. So if you can debunk the 50 to 60 people who have probably come forward, and I know some personally who gave Brother Polight money and did not receive anything on their return. You know what that's called? That's called a scam. All right? So where there's smoke, there's usually some kind of fire. So we made it clear to say
allegedly.
Allegedly. Right? So let's just be clear on that before we get into this next phase of what you're saying.
No, what I was going to say, because I think the first time you mentioned KB before, and somebody commented and said, well, your hands are dirty because you're a part of the conscious community. And I responded because, one, you're my pop, so I always feel sometimes I'm looking through the screen I wish, but I also... I'm glad you made it clear tonight. The fact that you don't know these dudes.
I don't know these niggas.
You know what I'm saying? You don't.
I ain't never broke bread. I ain't never been on the phone. I don't even think I'm in a photo shoot with these niggas. You know how sometimes you could just haphazardly be in a photo shoot and you name them, I don't know, none of them past 2005. And all the ones I know were on VHS tapes. If you were not on a VHS tape, like when you did your lectures, I don't know you. I don't know you. When this thing moved to social media and dudes became YouTube scholars and the YouTube battles, I will admit I did go to one debate. I did go and I stood for about 45 minutes and I got a headache. And it was Brother Polight and Seti.
I knew,
Seti, right?
Yeah.
I got caught into the hype for a minute. I said, you know what? Let me go down and see what all of this hype is about. Yeah. And I showed up, and about 40 minutes in, it got crazy. Yeah. Because Seti put something up on the screen that was inappropriate for kids to be there, and I bounced. I think he was trying to get up under Polight's skin, and I said, okay, this is too much for me. That is my total connection to any of these dudes. I don't know Young Pharaoh. I don't know Seti. I don't know none of these niggas. And I'm not trying to wash my hands. I can't lie. The tape would show you. Go back and start watching all those lectures. You would see me somewhere. I'm cut from a different cloth, is what I'm trying to tell you. And if you've been paying attention over the last years, I say shit like so-called conscious community. Every time I say I go to so-called...
I even had to ask you, what do you mean? Yeah.
I said, because I don't know this version of the conscious community. So I simply want to say, I hope this is not true because I don't have no personal vendetta against Polight. He don't owe me no money. He ain't did nothing. And I hope it ain't true for the sake of the girl.
Yeah.
So, yes, I would root for it not to be true, but I can't get up here. I'd be remiss to say I did not look at the police report.
Yeah.
I did not watch the news articles. I
checked it
did not
myself. I
watch
was just like,
Sister Tasha K. I did not even hear him on Sarnetta's show come in and say he really can't talk. He don't want to talk because of people out to get him. And then he had a piece where he spoke, I can't say this because of my lawyer. So we know that there's something there. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. If he was being set up, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
If that's the semen that he left inside the mother and all that intricate shit you niggas want to think it is, just showing proof.
Yeah.
All right? That's all I'm simply saying. The conscious community has gone through phases and layers. And if you was not on a VHS tape, I don't know you, and that portion of the community can hold their head up high. What happened since? And it's been a debacle of great proportion, and it's really embarrassing, and a lot of dudes' hands is dirty. That's all I want to say. I don't want to get into whose names, because that's not what this is about. You know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? So we will, as a village, constantly monitor this situation.
Yes.
To see what we get, but when you want to know about the unknown, we study the known.
Right.
And the known is there is a police report file with all of the details in it. Mm-hmm. And there are other reports coming out as we go that something took place here that was inappropriate.
Right.
That's all I want to say regarding that.
All right. Cool.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
And again, if you're one of the weirdos, you know who you are. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Right. And again, as a community, we also want to always protect children. Always.
That if I got one sore spot, it's, and you see, you got the R. Kelly trial going on this week. You have the Child Victims Act.
Yeah.
Which passed this week, and the deadline went by, and people wanted somebody else to be held accountable.
Right.
So anything because there's no excuse whatsoever for that. You know, the scamming, because a scam, you have to participate.
Right.
As sad as it sounds, you have to see something of value that you want to be scammed.
Facts.
A scam is not a one-way street unless it's a very intricate scam.
Right.
But normally, if you outside hustling and a dude like I got iPhones.
Right.
You trying to get something on, and then you get home and it's a cardboard box. You had some form of participation.
Right. Exactly.
In that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah. But like I said, we always talk about protecting children, our babies, and that's what we on.
That's what we on.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So earlier today, the big news was a man, he drove to the U.S. Capitol building, the site of the infamous insurrection of January 6th, and he claimed that he had explosives in his car, and he's down for the movement. He's willing to die for the movement, wherever that movement is. And let me get his name for you, as a matter of fact.
Somebody said we act like Southern. What does that mean? I don't. Please elaborate.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, and this is just completely off topic, but you know what's crazy to me? I feel like we've done a lot to kind of carve out our own lane and what we talk about.
Absolutely.
And the topics we cover and the people we interview, and our business practices. What we do, our customer service is always on point. I've called somebody from my personal phone that walked them through how to get through the membership. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to be lumped in from people who, just because there's people in the chat right now who's probably never even watched this, but probably heard of us and see this as a real weird way to kind of connect us with something. And that's kind of disheartening. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
So I need to know what that means.
You get what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. But today, 49-year-old white man named Floyd Ray Roseberry. You see always the three names when it's some kind of
Manchurian Candidate
his
piece.
from Grover, North Carolina. It prompted multiple buildings in D.C. to be evacuated as authorities responded to a quote-unquote active bomb threat investigation. He was on film, live streaming on Facebook, and Facebook shut his page down as a result of it because he said he had explosives in his car. He was willing to die. And then on his Facebook page, he was with the MAGA March in November 14th.
So he's QAnon or something?
I don't know if he's QAnon, maybe, but they said on his Facebook he has a bunch of pro-Trump stuff like that. And if you look at him, he looked like a real hillbilly.
Got you.
So that happened, and he wound up surrendering after like 5-hour standoff with authorities. But I think as a result of the Delta variant and stuff like that going, and if you watch countries like Australia who have no guns, they got their guns taken away, who have no guns, and how their government is just doing whatever with impunity when it comes to these laws and these lockdowns and these mandates. I think something is going to come in this country as far as false flag when it comes to something crazy happen to where the spin on them needing our guns will be the next move.
Gotcha.
And then it'll be easier because a lot of stuff can't happen in this country because it's not just black people who don't want the jab. It's just a lot of white people who don't want it as well.
Absolutely.
Who are about it. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And they got guns. Yep.
So just pay attention, and any one of these big events that's happening.
Yeah, these false flag events.
You know what I'm saying?
Crisis actors.
Yeah.
Come on, MAGA hats.
Yeah.
You sound like Dave Chappelle. Like how more of a target can you a suspect?
Right.
And then we go check your page and there's a whole bunch of Trump stuff. Like who writes these scripts?
Exactly.
Who the fuck writes this?
I saw pictures of guys in Afghanistan walking two dudes on nooses who had blackface on. So I'm just like, all right. Like, whatever person tried to draw this up, tried to check all boxes.
Yes.
Terrorism, they racist too. Why the hell would they care about black people? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They all the way in Afghanistan. Like, why the hell would they even care? So I saw that as like a real weak attempt to get, again, black people emotionally charged into what's happening in Afghanistan.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And some of it is working and some of it is not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they've been trying to take these guns. Remember, this has been a long effort.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we see mass shootings, the same protocol, same propaganda. We need to get the guns off the street.
Right.
We need to get the guns off the street. Look at what happened with all these guns on the street. Listen, the Second Amendment say you have the right to bear arms, or is that the First Amendment?
Second.
All right, Second Amendment. These white folks ain't going for it.
Yeah.
And like niggas will go hand their shit in for a free turkey or a free gift card and line up around the corner, turn your guns in. White folks is not turning their guns in.
Yeah, at all.
You can do what the hell you want to do. White folks are not turning those guns in. So I'm glad most of us caught this for what it is.
Yeah.
And didn't get involved too much with the craziness and just kind of let that live.
Yeah. So pay attention to this and pay attention to anything else that seems like it's going to be a major event. Like, 'cause there was a bomb threat in Times Square today as well.
Really?
Bomb squad had to come because of a suspicious package in Times Square. So especially in these cities, DC, New York, Cali.
Yes.
And also pay attention to stuff like that in these Republican-run states, because I think, in my opinion, there's going to be a lot of effort spent on discrediting these Republican governors, who are not with the mask mandates and stuff like that. The Texas governor was tested positive for COVID, but he said he has no symptoms. He feels fine. So if you're not in control of the test, somebody else could just say you got it.
Absolutely. Especially if you have no symptoms and you feel fine. And the PCR test was known to give false positive results.
Right.
So and brothers and sisters, if you go get that test for your work or something, and you feel fine, don't let them screw you over and tell you positive, and then you secrete the energy, connected to that shit and get yourself sick.
Facts.
Go somewhere else, tell them you ain't been tested, and get tested. And if it comes back twice, okay, now you got 2 positive tests, and then you go in because we're talking about the flu, yes?
Yeah.
If the flu just vanished, where the fuck did it go?
Right.
So it must have morphed into this. And side note, for you people who had the jab, you are now the creators of the Delta variant.
Oh yes.
The shit is morphing into new shit.
Yeah.
It's indefensible. You know what I mean? So now, and we talked earlier, if you have to get the booster,
Oh yes.
are you now segregated against those who just got the 2 jabs?
Yeah.
Is there a third tier now, like
Yeah.
the anti-vaxxers, the vaxxers, but the boost vaxxers?
Yeah.
I mean, how does that
You
work?
anti-booster?
You anti-booster?
Yeah.
And like, how does this gonna play out?
Yeah.
This thing is getting crazy about a minute.
So I was James Jones, you're a weirdo. I was interested because today it felt like, with the whole booster shot, because it said the FDA is approving booster shots for Pfizer and Moderna, and I heard something about the Johnson & Johnson might need a booster shot as well. So I was saying, like, it's crazy because all of these conspiracy theories, quote unquote conspiracy theories, and what the news is actually doing is literally following the same script. Like, none of us are surprised by everybody needing a booster shot all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like we said that 6 months ago, that would be the case, right? And now it's saying, every 8 months you're going to need another one. Everybody said that when this whole thing initially came out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting that there is so much, meaning it's very interesting that it's so much factual, quote unquote, in these theories. It's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go to a commercial break.
Yeah, we're going to go to commercial break.
And we'll be back
Yes.
to rock your snot box.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Ascending Infinite Goddess Shanell, and I just wanted to come and connect with you, share some of my time and energy with you, and let you know that despite what you may be feeling during this spiritual journey, you are not alone. I know it may feel like you're going crazy because that's how I felt at the beginning too, but know that you have your entire spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your higher divine self, just waiting to connect with you. So if you're looking for confirmation, or you're looking for some answers, you're looking for someone that can help you on this spiritual journey path, visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess, and let's grow together. I'm here to help you. Thank you for sharing some time with me, wealthy family.
I done got sober since it sound right. Since everybody wanna be cool, I don't mind being lukewarm. The life we know is based on a lie. You see, the true form is painful. Find an angle or find an angel. The way you see me light up the sky, it star spangled. If it don't change, you see it as a small setback. If I give grades, you all left back. Take a large step back, like James Harden let off 3 wet that. Beat your buzz, I make your whole budget freeze, check that. Temperature, innovator, my own couture, open doors, transform that shit, now it's a jar. So when I say I'm coming through, it's many more. Set up shop here, quicker than the internet store. I do the chores, at my domain, there's no names, my heart like coke.
Back.
We are back. Yes, D-Man, before they come for your guns, they will shut down the grid for communications, and then you'll be in the dark and you'll panic, and they may even shut down the supermarkets before that so that you turn on each other, so these are tactical individuals on how they're gonna move.
Yeah, I've been watching, I've been keeping up with the politics in Australia. And it really looks like V for Vendetta.
Yes.
Where they were just kind of like doing whatever the hell they wanted. It's
Yeah.
like,
Anarchy and shit like a mug.
I saw them clip about taking like 20,000 kids into a stadium.
Yes.
And giving
without their parents.
Without their parents. They said no parents allowed, and administering the jab to these kids, 12 and up. And I was just like, is this real? Like,
yeah.
Are they playing? And I saw a video today of one of their, I think they're ministers or their prime minister. I don't know what. And he was talking, and half of his face was paralyzed from Bell's palsy.
Yeah, I saw that. Damn, I'm up here smelling like a Muslim. Fuck. Not a Muslim like assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. No, like, you pay now this taxi no go to Bronx, you mother bitch. Them is the Muslims. Right? You be in the cab like, son, you don't smell that? Like you don't smell it. We just gonna go all the way uptown and you don't smell that. So all right, we can head uptown, you mother bitch. You pay now, this taxi no go to Bronx. You smell like one of them niggas up here. God damn. Shit. Speaking of Muslims, I mean, isn't the Taliban making a move on these niggas?
Oh yeah, so today was trending hashtag Joe Biden is a failure, hashtag even CNN, because a lot of people on CNN were even criticizing Joe Biden's handling of how, you know, America pulled their forces out of Afghanistan.
White people over there bugging and shit. How the fuck did that happen? Shit. Ooh.
So that was happening, and a lot of people, and I'm seeing a lot of Democrats go like, yo, what the hell, because they're seeing like in real time, especially like black people who voted for Biden, because there's like millions of dollars going towards the Afghanistan refugees, and people are just like, oh, well, we can't get
millions
reparations, and y'all giving money to all these. Apparently, there's like millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, or still stuck in cash in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Weapons from American Army, American in Afghanistan.
True.
It's crazy.
And then their following on Facebook doubled.
Bro, they have a Twitter account. They have a Taliban official spokesperson has a Twitter account. And people was like, how the hell do they have an active Twitter account and a former president of the United States is suspended off Twitter?
Yeah, but don't join up for that shit.
Yeah.
Your ass to be on the list.
Yeah. Don't tweet, because you know what's crazy? What they're saying, what their country is gonna be about, like non-vax, like not like none of this for the LGBT, like they're with a lot of people getting fooled. Like, yo, facts. Like, I agree with that. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Do not do it. So and a lot of apparently it costs us $300 million a day to be in Afghanistan.
$300 million a day. You know how many people you could feed here?
So I saw this one white guy, I forget his name. He said the reason why it was called a never-ending war, because it was supposed to be a never-ending war, because the U.S. and countries in Europe were using that as a tax shelter. Like, they were using that to launder money and funnel money.
Makes sense. I saw a bunch of reports on how easy it is to move their money. And remember, Halliburton was out there. They got the contract to help rebuild. Yep. It's the perfect thing to launder this money.
Right.
And it is a never-ending war. We're coming up on the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and like you said, that plane said 1109. That was just a code to let you know this shit is all connected. 9/11. It's a lot going on, but do not sign up. And join the Taliban. Don't be on the Taliban's Instagram talking about son. Don't do it.
Somebody said J-Bags and they suspended my Twitter account over BS. Exactly.
Absolutely.
And somebody said, I want to say that I don't want to give out the wrong publication, but somebody was touting how kind of peaceful the Taliban have been. Like, they're not inciting violence like Trump was doing. I have to get that for you, because it was blowing my mind, bro. It was like, are we really living in real times right now?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
This is crazy.
It was crazy. So, again, keep your eye out.
And Christopher Perkins, that is our reparations money. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Speaking of money,
yes,
Tariq Nasheed met that goal.
That was fire.
He met that goal.
Under the wire.
That
was fire.
He met that mother. Drop another motherfucking bomb. That shit.
That was tough.
That was. In real time. Now, again, I always like to preference this. You whether you agree with Tariq Nasheed or not, his methods are transparent. You see the money.
Yeah.
You know where the money is going. If you invest in one of his movies, you know where the money is going. Somebody else, it took them 20 years.
It's not 20 years. You keep adding time to it.
I'm adding time to it. Yeah.
You keep adding time to
15 years, and we don't know where the money is. All right? Had that person did this, and it was transparent, and we could see that money grow, you would have got, more people involved, perhaps.
Well, okay, you're talking about Umar, right? So
I didn't say that.
Okay. So when he first started, remember he had a GoFundMe.
Yeah, they took it down. Yes,
they took it down. So then he didn't use GoFundMe anymore. So people were just like,
So he was just sending money orders.
Yeah, and then once that happened, people really started asking
but I need you to grasp your head around this.
He made like $600,000
in
4
days, 2 or 3 days.
Yeah,
because even when we was on the show, what's this Thursday? Monday we was on the show. He was at 400 something thousand. I was like, but I know how black people operate.
Yeah,
we last minute with it, but then he just hit a lick.
Yeah,
he got in the zone. People believe in what he's doing.
Yeah,
and as a result, because people can fit, we like putting our money knowing that it's helping something grow, and you can't say this is a scam. It's the people have spoken. If people give you $1 million, they've spoken. That means there's enough people who believe in your project. So good luck. Congratulations to Dr. Nasheed. Congratulations to Rashid. What the fuck
Tariq
is his
Nasheed.
name? Tariq Nasheed.
Yes.
On reaching step 1 in your goal. So now you can begin the process and people can watch it grow.
Yeah.
I mean, in 30 days, $1 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In 4 days, 500 and half a million.
And people's insurance was, if we don't get it, especially with Indiegogo, you get your money back.
Yes.
So that was impressive.
Yes.
Very impressive.
That's the insurance. It didn't work. Get my money back.
Yeah.
And it's something about transparency. I just love transparency.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? This way there are no hidden agendas or hidden fees or it's here for you to see.
Facts.
If he didn't make the mark, you would have known he didn't make it.
Yeah.
He made it. You can hate all you want.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So there are a lot of people right now upset.
About?
Devastated. OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
It was announced that OnlyFans is banning sexually explicit content on their platform this coming October.
Wow.
And a lot of people are upset because they said that OnlyFans use these sex workers, these sexually explicit videos, pictures, this content to balloon their valuation. And then once they started to get outside investors to catapult them, they kind of tossed them by the wayside. But again, my response would be OnlyFans their mission was not for that. Their OnlyFans, it was supposed to be for celebrities and independent artists to get paid directly from their fans.
Okay.
For their material, for exclusive content. But during the pandemic and stuff like that,
it shifted.
It shifted because strip clubs are closed, things like that are closed. Right. So these, quote unquote, sex workers, they adapted and they made that platform synonymous with sex work and sexually explicit videos and stuff like that.
So Quanx, that's you right. A lot of these chicks are out of business now.
No, they're just gonna find another. Because the
name, I don't want to go to Becky.com and some shit you got on your own. OnlyFans says to me that there's a certain quality in this. I'm making this shit up.
Oh, okay.
But I will say this, as I was telling you before we got on camera, at least you still have free porn.
That's a fact.
But
free porn don't help the sex workers. That's the problem.
Okay, true.
Yeah.
But you get right to it.
True,
free porn.
True.
You go Chinese girl meets Chinese guy. This shit gonna pop off. In the 70s, son, in the 80s, it was a long, drawn out, gritty camera. Homies, the mechanic, he's fixing the pipes and shit. And all of a sudden he wipes his brow because he's thirsty. And she goes to get him a drink, and you see a little bit of ass. And then you come to find out the husband's not home, and she's lonely. This shit could be drawn out 20 minutes before they start getting the bump on. You know what I mean?
Also, Monique C, she said the corporate didn't confirm this. We actually ran a story on this months ago when they said...
We did.
OnlyFans, this was on Business Insider, that OnlyFans was trying to actually steer away from...
We did.
explicit content, and then you see they start having commercials on independent artists talking about OnlyFans supports so it wasn't per Twitter.
Yeah. We definitely ran that
months ago. It just came out that they were banned. They would like really officially start enforcing it, quote unquote. But what was I gonna say regarding this? Because remember, Patreon is the same thing, and Patreon there is a part where you get like it says like explicit content if you're gonna put that up.
Oh, okay. So listen, the next best thing to banging out some chick is a chick you might have she might be somebody you look up to, right? You can't bang her because you're a loser. Let's face it, you're a loser.
Okay, yeah.
You ain't putting. But the next best thing, because I used to go to 42nd Street back in the hood. If you're from New York, you put a quarter in the peep, look through, and you see some shit, right?
Yeah.
So this is equivalent.
Right.
If you can't bang her, Malcolm, why would you hate and not watch another nigga bang her? That's all I'm saying.
Yo, I'm not. All right. So don't judge me, but I don't know if I feel bad, but when like people who have OnlyFans and they call themselves like content creators, it kind of bothers me.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're content, but technically,
it's
content.
True, and I don't want to discriminate, but it kind of like gets me like, what? Yeah.
That's a lot of hard work, Malcolm. You on your back, you got a camera pointed at your butthole. You know, somebody requesting something special. You to put your foot in your mouth. You know, it's so much that goes into the OnlyFans that you probably don't know about because you haven't got a membership. It's $5 a month.
Organic Soul Gumbo said, Malcolm, I'm in Queens. I'm hungry. What do you recommend? I'm not from Queens.
Yeah, I'm not from Queens.
I don't know.
Can't help you there.
Yeah. Someone said back to Backpage. No, remember Backpage got banned too, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah.
I mean, because chicks was in there selling, but you know. So these are the days we're in now. We should have did what I said. We should have did the Only Sweatpants page.
Oh, speaking of OnlyFans, remember Rachel Dolezal?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was blackfacing, but she's selling feet now on OnlyFans.
On OnlyFans?
Yeah.
All right.
Selling feet, yeah.
She's selling her feet?
Her feet, yeah. Feet pictures,
see her feet?
Feet pictures, yeah.
So let me get. She was on the porch doing hair like a black girl.
True.
After she got,
Yeah.
And she was on unemployment. She was on food stamps.
Yeah.
Okay, that's check number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Only feet. All right.
Only feet, yeah.
There's some people into that shit,
Listen, man.
People into some crazy shit.
Say yuck, feet, yeah, feet.
Feet. Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the other day, I don't know if you guys know this, but China and Taiwan are going at it because Taiwan wants to be its own sovereign land.
How long have they been fighting this
I'm not sure how long they've been going at it, but it caused John Cena, because he said something about Taiwan being its own country, and then China said, whoa, apologize to us.
And that's when he did.
And he apologized in Mandarin, like perfect Mandarin.
Perfect Mandarin, yeah.
I was just like, damn, like we are getting screwed.
Yeah.
Literally by these people. But, so that happened, and after America pulled out of Afghanistan and then the Taliban took it back over, China put out a threat to Taiwan and said America can't even protect where they was at for 20 years. Did you think they're going to protect y'all?
Ooh,
and I was
shots.
just like, ooh.
That shots fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said, let that thing go, that Virgo thing. You know my birthday's coming.
Yes, it is.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I'm aware.
All right, guys.
Mine is too. I gave wifey a countdown.
Slow down.
Gave wifey a countdown. I was like, yo, baby.
Let me eat first.
I was like, yo, baby.
And then baby can get you next.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Turning 28. That is crazy.
Well, you're almost 30, bro.
We're not rounding up yet. Like you technically have to, but
you have to. Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow. Like,
right?
You gotta look at your life, man.
Right?
What you doing, man?
Yeah.
What you doing with your life?
Yeah. Shout out to the Virgos out there.
True story. Our season kicks in a day or two.
Yes. Yeah.
A couple of days. We've been waiting patient. Yeah. Let the Leos live. Yep. We've been waiting patient.
It was cool. Somebody said getting up there, Monkey. I know.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
And I didn't realize how old I was, like in the 20s, when I was hanging out with Eli and my other 2 cousins. They all 21, right? And I'm chilling with them. So I'm thinking we all in our 20s. We chilling. And they just like, nah, but you're on the other side of that.
Yeah,
Like, you got
facts.
a kid too. I'm just like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm hip. Like, I'm just like, wait, No?
You losing that.
Yeah, they were just like, nah, man.
Shout out Lil Mama. You got a birthday on the same day as mine. All right.
Okay.
But you 76. All right. That's cool.
So
I dig it.
the Las Vegas Raiders, they made news this
Las
week.
Vegas Raiders. This is their first year in the stadium, yes?
I think so.
Yeah, because I think they were coming from L.A.
Yes.
And the stadium wasn't ready. First of all, that's a fabulous stadium.
It is.
The way that floor
Yes, it
comes
is.
in
But
and out.
it's-
Yes, retractable.
I don't know how much money they're going to make back to pay the bank back for that stadium because they just announced that they're not letting anybody in who is not vaccinated. And they will offer the first shot at the gate for people who want it.
Oh,
And
so
I don't even think you can get in.
you got to watch the game from the parking lot. The shot has to be able to kick in or something.
Oh, it's the second year in the stadium, by the way.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what
All
people
right.
were
Second
saying.
year in the stadium.
But yeah, that's crazy.
I've been watching reports. People in Ghana all walked out of the hospital.
Yes.
The entire hospital.
Yes.
And government had to retract and say, well, we're going to give y'all some more time.
Mm-hmm.
See, the power is always with the people. It really is. But we act like we too scared.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I want to see what they because what teams are doing and what teams and organizations of all over the country what they're doing. They're trying to what's the word? They keep trying to put their moralities, quote unquote, on Front Street to make it seem like they're the ones making the difference in the hopes that would generate positive publicity to get more business, right?
Yes, and the reverse is
it's going to backfire because there are businesses who are coming out, restaurants. If you're not vaccinated, you can't come in. Let's see how that works. Let's see how that works.
And people are already saying, listen, if you work in a restaurant, now I got to be a medical expert.
Right.
Now
right.
I got to come out and scan. I don't get paid enough to wait tables and check your damn credentials.
Right.
Like, who are they going to put a special agent at every restaurant and let them do that? Like, where they coming up with this madness?
There are restaurants in New York City who are currently suing Mayor de Blasio over these mandates.
Yes.
Regarding this, because they're saying
they're losing too much money.
Yeah. The Atlanta Falcons are the first team to be 100% vaccinated.
The whole team?
Whole team. So let's see.
Well, they ain't won a Super Bowl ever, so.
No, but
the vaccination is not.
No,
going
but this is going to be a credible case study right here.
Yeah, but they're gonna lose anyway.
True that.
They're the Falcons.
True.
And now they
Shout
can
out
say
to our ATL people.
And now they can say, yo, well, we took the candy and I think we had a better shot to win this year, but I was feeling lethargic after. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Virtual signaling. Thank you.
Speaking of,
damn it, man, I was trying. Virtual signaling. That's what it's called.
Signaling.
Thank you. Love the chat.
I love my chat too. They goes in. Speaking of vaccine, what's the rapper's name?
Zumbi.
Zumbi
Baba.
I'm a butcher his name. I've never heard of him.
Yes.
Okay, but I heard
he's a part of a group called Zion One. I think.
Right. I think they're out of Oaktown.
Right.
On the West Coast. And I got called for some of my people there. My people who are on the ground there. And they said he went in because, he felt normally relatively healthy.
He has asthma.
But he has asthma.
He had asthma, yes.
And he had an asthma attack, and they associated that with the COVID or something. And from what I'm hearing, he refused to take this candy. And they held him down.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Let's get Leslie in the building.
Allegedly.
And 2 nurses and
Zion I. Okay.
Zion I, police officer.
Allegedly.
Right? And gave him the candy, the jab.
Yeah, forcibly.
Yeah. And he died. And now his parents, his family is opening up an investigation into what happened here because something obviously went wrong here.
Yes.
So our condolences go out to him and his family. I had never heard of him before.
Same.
Don't kill me. I don't know every rapper and underground artist. I heard he did a song with Rock recently or something.
Yes.
And we know how dope she is. So our condolences go out to his family and his family. I hope they get the answers they need because there needs to be proactiveness. If you hear I took the shot, you know something is wrong.
Yeah.
Right? And then you hear there was a commotion.
Yeah.
Then you guys got to start the investigation.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link of the article in the chat now, guys.
Yes, please.
Very disturbing. I was just like,
because
what?
if that's where this thing is going.
Bro, I saw videos of this white woman. She said that she's 5 months pregnant. She was having heart problems, and it took her a long time to get to even schedule the appointment. And then she walked in with her mask on. She had her son's like 5. He had his mask on, and the doctor said, "If you're not vaccinated, I can't see you," and didn't see her. And she was like, "I'm pregnant." Like, this is like, what are we doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this is crazy, and so I want to.
And I saw a great post. Somebody said that 99% of doctors will agree with who's funding them.
Absolutely. Drop bomb to that.
Okay.
And they get funding big bread. Every time they vaccinate a child, it's a bonus.
No, but just the fact that a lot of these scientists, when they say, this is a study backed by so-and-so scientists, it's hard to get this funding for these grants for their research. They probably have a passion over here.
Right.
But to get this, because the NIH, I think, that's run by Fudge, I think he has a lot to do with some of these grants that go out. Allegedly.
I think it's 80% of these grants.
Something like that. So if you don't go with him, you kind of screwing yourself.
Yep.
So just think about that.
Absolutely.
Think about that.
Absolutely. So, and I do know my chat, people in that area will give us the true story. So if I'm misquoting something regarding the story, please forgive me. I'm only telling you what was told to me.
Facts.
And I love the investigative spirit of the people who go, nah, that's not how it happened, this and that. So we don't be throwing, wrong information on somebody's name. But that's what I heard.
Yeah. Harvey Wolf said the walls are closing in on us with the Mando jab. You gotta resist. And you gotta think the fact that, because at first I was like, I was upset about this as well, and I still am. But you gotta think, like, if they're going to this many lengths, something has to be working on our end. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's the point I was trying to tell you guys. Yeah. As hard as they're going, because if it was normal, they just doing their numbers, they would be chilling because the line would be around the corner, right? And people just lining up. That's not what you're seeing. They keep doubling down on the promotion. 6, 7 commercials in a row, celebrity after celebrity, scare tactic after scare tactic, because they have a timeline in their mind in which they want to reach their goals, and they didn't anticipate the resistance from black people in particular, and people in general go, whoa, bro.
And their story keeps falling. Anytime a story comes out, give it a couple days. It falls apart.
Did you see the doctor who came at the teachers conference?
Oh, yes.
He just was spilling it, bro.
Yeah, I was just like, ooh.
It's so many other, and here's the thing. As a celebrity, or you see the same YouTube feeds that we see.
Yeah.
So you know what's going on.
Facts.
Right? And you're not saying nothing is alarming, but you want us to buy your album and pay for whatever it is that you your lifestyle.
I was about to say something. What was I talking about?
Somebody said you're losing your memory now that you have your baby.
That is a fact.
Yeah, somebody noticed.
That is a fact.
I said, damn, Malcolm can't remember shit now.
That is a fact.
I got a little baby now.
My brain be working overtime, bro.
Where's the
Yeah.
I'm not with him.
The other day I saw I left him sleeping on my bed, so I went to the living room. I was doing some work on the computer. I heard something, but I didn't know. I was like, okay, I don't know. So then I heard something again. I was like, let me go check on him. He was sitting on the edge of the bed like this when I came in the room, just like this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
No, what?
Soon he gonna head to the kitchen and grab a cold one.
Bro.
He's sitting there like this.
He's fast, too. He be running past me. What the hell?
Absolutely.
Crazy.
For sure.
Somebody said take a break. Damn, you take a break. No, we will. Let's go to a quick commercial break. Matter of fact, CF Frost, what did you say? He said, thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Yes.
Read my super chat, put some respect. What did you say, G?
Your father is delicious.
Hey?
Your father delicious.
Oh.
Read my super chat. Put some respect on my name. Okay, C Frost. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, what'd you say, G?
I don't know what that
Thank
means.
you for this. If you donated,
Yeah, just thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Everybody who's donated, thank you. Hold on, let me see. I think is that him? No, it's not him. We'll get to it. Just ask it again.
Don't be weird. Like, what's this rapper name that's being weird right now?
Who?
On VladTV.
Turk. Oh,
yeah, Turk is getting real weird with it.
Yo.
He's tripling down on it.
And it feels like Vlad is like zeroing in on that kind of aspect of the interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he's making a lot of like insinuating like, oh man,
and they be like, yeah, shit, it's Hollywood. Everybody gay sometimes.
Like, me and my homeboys, I tell him he's sexy today. Like,
you know
what are you talking about?
Felt his ass.
And then he talked about cheating on his wife in prison. And then Vlad was like, ooh, like, man, you just got to read the book. It's coming out.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you cheat, well, you could have clout and you could be having a female.
True, but just say that then.
Yeah. But he wants you to read the book.
And then it's another video when him and, what's this guy? Kevin Gates.
And they kissed.
What's happening? What's going on?
And side note, for those who don't watch Vlad, and I still don't, but Vlad is the winner.
We're gonna go a quick commercial break and we take a word from our sponsors.
He's the winner.
We're gonna take a word from our sponsors.
He kicked all y'all asses. Boycott Vlad, and everybody's still watching that shit.
Yeah.
He weathered the storm. You can say what you want to say, Malcolm.
But I said that because he was already too big of a platform already.
I know. But he was too big of a platform. But had we all united, the way we just united and got $1 million working, if we all united, we could have put a real heavy dent. Now, it would have been, we would have had to do it on both sides. The artists would have had to stop in the interviews.
Exactly.
They kept doing the interviews.
And because I guess like the Vlad interview is like the badge that
I guess
propels you, but all these people doing the interview and he's interviewing some interesting people.
That's my point. And every now and then,
damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I snuck in a couple of times. It was like, no, I ain't supposed to be watching, but I ain't gonna watch the whole thing. But
put it in a private browser.
Put it in private browser. See right here. And so he's the winner.
Yeah,
he beat you niggas.
Damn. All right, well, we're going to take...
Now it's time for a commercial break.
Yeah, we'll take a quick commercial break.
He beat the hell out you niggas.
Yeah, fuck the shit, flip the script and get it right. Rewrite history, so this time we may get it right. Take the jewels from our elders, rock them and wear them tight. Apply it to your life, and so you're not blinded of your sight. It's taken by the white man, cause it's blacks we fight. And we taught that we angry and mad, just out of spite. But we too grumpy black men, tired of the lies given to the kid in their lifetime. Real eyes, realize, never fly by me, by we the people, how are we? If we treat it like the dirt beneath our feet, why we trees waiting to grow up, filled with knowledge, but whoever show us, the names is Bobby Minton on the seat. We'll bring your mind and show you things you thought you never see. Just be open-minded, take a listen, and you will see just how much truth and knowledge a black man can really speak.
Growth in One are all-natural hair, face, and body products designed to grow, rejuvenate, and sustain one's natural beauty. Made from the finest non-toxic ingredients, Growth in One's original formula promises to prevent hair loss, maintain healthy growth, and preserve the overall texture and essence of natural hair. Each one of our products is made from organic essential oils, minerals, vitamins, and proteins to ensure the highest quality of results in every bottle. Whether it's hair growth or skincare, when it comes to quality, reliability, and service, you can be assured Growth in One is committed to the highest standard of excellence. We are constantly growing our product line. Please check out our latest addition, our Amber Aroma Scented Candle. It's hand poured with love. Please visit our website at growthin1.com. Our products are designed to reveal the best version of yourself while including clean ingredients.
And we're back.
And we are back. Thank you for supporting those businesses. Malcolm, somebody said, can you do more push-ups than those guys in those videos?
Definitely.
We're going to put up one of your videos one day.
Yeah, definitely.
Working with Derek. You was getting it. I give it to you.
Definitely.
You was in there.
And somebody said the lack of sleep was getting to me 1,000%.
1,000%. Yeah. And it'll get better as he gets a little bit older. Get a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can start scheduling him for his scheduled naps.
Yeah, but because you know what's crazy? Because my man, he posted something on Facebook about like some like just bad advice he always sees on parenting online. Like when people just say, "Oh, sleep when they sleep," and it's like, no, I
got shit to do.
Yeah, I got work to do. I got laundry to do, dishes to wash, dinner to cook. It's always something.
Yes,
so
always something to do.
Yeah, and like, or it's a bunch of stuff. So I always harken back to that when I think, especially when he was first born. I was like, everything everybody said, none of that's working.
Yeah, true story.
This kid is his own person.
But I am the sleep whisperer.
Oh yeah.
The kids go down, they go. I have a smooth touch. I ain't gonna give up my techniques.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Twice
they just sleep with
after
me,
y'all came over. He slept through the whole night, scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Now, and when he was younger too, when he I remember waking up at like 4 because I'm just expecting like, all right, he about to wake up. And he was still asleep. I had to turn on the light. Like he breathing. Like, hold on.
Yeah. I wears them. First of all, I wear them out.
Yeah.
You know, kids know when they see me, and I don't have the energy where I used to, but I wear kids out. They be like, all right, Uncle Wayne, I'm tired now. I'm going to go chill.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, don't come over here messing with me unless you want the full package.
Somebody said, no after show. There's a Hulk after.
Yeah, tonight. Thursday nights is the Hulk. And I sit and answer questions for people. Anything you want to talk about, health, religion, relationship. And you can come up on the screen because we send out a Zoom link.
Yes.
So if you want to be on the screen, we on the screen chopping it up. That's our Thursday get down. Monday is our after show. Yes.
So Lisa Hyman said, Malcolm, I like that you're in a Black Dot. Talk about your son. I want to know, have you made? I'm not married yet. I will be.
Well, he's working on it.
I'm working on it.
Absolutely working on it. Beautiful young black sister that he's with.
Facts.
And they working out all that stuff. You got to go through those 4 seasons, those 4 seasons is going to be the telltale that says when you walk down this aisle, you walking down with a level of confidence and trust that this is what it is. True story.
Somebody said, as soon as I become a member, no after show. No, there will be after Hulk, though. Ask your question live.
Oh, yeah, you can ask your question. Yeah. Yep.
Somebody said the Hulk is fine. Yeah, you know.
Quan said he got that common law marriage. You damn right.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Where you think you going is? Yeah.
Okay, let's get to some more stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So you sent me an article on, I think it was Inside, about BBLs and why they're so dangerous.
Yeah, this is the #1 killer.
Yeah, like I saw some doctors say flat out, like, I'm not doing that anymore because the risk for death is like too great.
Yes, like Brazilian butt lifts.
Butt lifts, yes.
You know, the BBLs almost sound like a sandwich. Let me get a BBL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diet Coke on the side of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I remember somebody had just posted up a picture of like Amber Rose, and somebody was like, I remember when I thought like this was a big butt, or like I remember when I thought this was like a nice size butt.
Yeah, I saw the doctors after surgery room.
Oh yeah.
And all them chicks couldn't sit down. They were all standing going, all for a fat ass. I'm like, ma, it's really not that serious.
Yeah.
For you to travel, take your rent money. Yeah. Or some hustler's money that you took
when I just came back from Miami.
Yeah.
When I just came back from Miami, it was somebody it was young girl. She was in a wheelchair, and I was just like, oh, she just
got that ass.
Yeah,
it's like, they showed one hospital. It just was a line of wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Like they all came. They all need a wheelchair. Yeah. And I'm like, God damn. I mean, at what point? Why is enough is enough, bro?
Right.
I mean, unless you just come on. Brothers ain't into it that much. Yeah, brothers ain't into it that damn much. At least brothers, I'm old school. So
yeah, and the fact that you can die from this.
Yes, like you know what, I could die, or he just got to squeeze the ass I got. you know what? Give me the surgery. Whew.
Definitely. Like, no, I'm
Whew.
good. I am good.
Yeah. Sis is really not that. Speaking of Amber Rose.
Oh, facts. That was a great segue.
She is upset.
All right.
Because her fiance or boyfriend or husband, whatever, got caught cheating with 12 hoes.
Mm-hmm. At the same time? Or?
No, I don't think it was at the same time. I mean, she was going through his DMs.
Gotcha.
She may have stopped counting at 12.
Gotcha.
But wasn't she the ambassador for sluts?
Yes, the slut walk. That was her.
The slut walk, that was her. Isn't she not only a client, she's also the president. Right?
Yeah.
So how ironic is that?
Yeah.
That the club you created or endorsed or was so big on took you down. Right. And when you wanted to, I just found that to be interesting. She's got an attitude right now.
That is
crazy.
So ESPN is removing Max Kellerman off of First Take.
Why are they saying removing? Is he getting a promotion? So the language is kind of weird.
It is. Some people saying he's getting fired from First Take, and his role from like ESPN like radio will expand. So it might be a demotion. Then somebody say he might get his own show. I don't know if that's a television show or radio show, but boxing is his thing.
Right, I know that's his thing. Right.
So I know like he is still gonna have boxing, but it was the way they talking about it, and I don't know why they would fire him.
Well, I thought he gave Stephen A. Smith. Is Stephen A. Smith even relevant anymore? I'm asking because I don't watch that shit.
I don't.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he gave him comparable, arguments because the show is really just about actors,
right?
Two guys sitting down in a barbershop setting per se. And one takes one view, and because half that stuff Skip says, he can't possibly watch a game where LeBron put up 45, 15, and 9 and say he had a bad game.
And the way he tied his shoe, MJ would never.
Yeah. And because in 2011 he was up 2 games.
Yeah.
What? The man just put up 45, 15, and 9.
Yeah.
And all you really can say is good game. Yeah, but he missed that one free throw that would have gave it somebody, because LeBron can go for 60, 15, and 12, and if somebody else hit the last shot, he'll go, he not clutch.
Yeah.
So that's a position he has taken.
Yeah.
It's a character, and once I put Eli onto it, Eli saw it right away. So, you're right, Dad. So because opposition, right, creates the friction necessary so that you can hate him.
Yes.
And hate is an energy. And, he's made millions of dollars off people hating him because he hates LeBron. It's all
crazy.
Bullshit.
That really became his paycheck. That is nuts.
Yes. I hate this man right here. I'm going to finagle that.
Hate him.
Yeah. I'm going to finagle that into millions of dollars.
It's like when, because early on, I don't think he was like that against LeBron, if I remember correctly. Because the show, when he was on First Take, it wasn't First Take.
It was
called
Pizza.
It was Cold Pizza.
Cold Pizza.
And then it was First and 10. And I don't think he was like that. And I think probably the ratings jumped, especially when Stephen A. got on.
Yes.
The ratings jumped, and he's probably like, this works. Like, let me just kind of double down on it.
And don't forget, everything you're watching on TV is a show.
Yeah.
So if it's 2 of us here, you got to take one position.
Yeah.
I got to take the other. I would screw Eli over. We'll be back with Eli's show in a couple of weeks. Disabled is disabled, because I would be agreeing with him off air.
Yeah.
He'd be like, okay, Dad. And then when the show starts and the cameras go on, I would switch my position and you would see that vein come down his forehead. But you just said, nigga, I don't know what you're talking about. Nope. I think he's a bum. You know what I mean? So, just some of the things to think about, how much of this stuff is scripted to get your blood boiling. And my blood don't even boil no more. I go, here goes Steve, here goes Skip, this is what he gonna say. Here's Stephen A. Smith, he gonna say that.
ESPN is running out of talent. Yo, I the other day I was watching Hard Knocks with the Cowboys. They're gonna be terrible.
They're gonna be very bad.
Yo, I'm watching it.
They're gonna be very bad.
Like, they got people laughing in meetings and joking around.
Goofing off.
I was just like, yo, this is gonna be...
Mike McCarthy don't look like he's the leader of men.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones decided to cry.
For no reason.
For no reason
I have no idea
all.
what he was talking about.
He just sitting up there and just started crying. I said, and you know me, I've been a Cowboy fan since '77.
Yeah.
Off and on, this and that. They're gonna get washed. they're going to get washed.
Jesus.
True story.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, the Johnson & Johnson CEO, he will step down in January 3rd to be exact.
What's his reasoning for stepping down?
I'm not sure. I just saw the news that he'd be stepping down.
You said in January?
January. It's coming up January.
What's his payout going to be? $70 million?
Probably.
His package is going to be crazy.
And you know what's crazy? Somebody asked Trump on some news show. He was on a phone call, and they asked him about the booster shot, and he sounds like, wow, it's a real good money maker for Pfizer, something like that.
Absolutely.
And everybody was just like, yo, he just says the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
Johnson & Johnson, I'm reading the article right now, announced Thursday current CEO Alex Gorksky will step down from his role. He will instead serve as executive chairman for the healthcare company, and the new role will become effective January 3rd.
Manolo, listen. What I tell you to tell her, you have. Hey, come on, Tony. I told him, Jackson & Jackson.
Yeah.
Manolo, you fucker. I said, you're Johnson & Johnson. We're going back to jail, Manolo.
Yeah.
We're just going to jail, okay? I tell you, fucking guy, Jackson & Jackson.
So he said, he's wants to focus more on his family and health and personal
Yeah, his
reasons.
job is done.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, my job is done. I have poisoned many people.
Yeah.
Give me my $70 million payout, and I will go enjoy the rest of my family. Absolutely.
Aquarian, what do you mean that the PCR test will be fixed in January? Meaning fixed to make higher numbers, or fixed as in it'll work?
Because it wasn't designed for that. But remember, Soros and
Bill
Gates invested in a new one.
Yes.
I don't know if that's what this person is talking about. That's supposed... Because how are you testing for the variant when there's no test for it?
Bro.
How do you say I have the variant when the first test don't work?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we have to give you... Do you do 2 tests? Do you do the regular test?
Right.
No, you didn't pass. Nah, I got to give you the Delta. How does that work, guys? I don't want to be crazy, but how does this shit work?
Exactly. That's the most obvious point of all of this, which I'm not sure a lot of people are getting, but yeah.
Yeah, and they're getting ready to come out with the digital cards.
Yes, what's gonna happen?
Because they have already started mentioning
$3,000
fine.
Fake cards here.
If you get caught with it, the fine is $5,000 or jail time.
Felony. Yeah.
Like how can I be in a restaurant and who in their right mind will go, you know what? I don't think your shit is real. And then you're gonna call the cops.
Yeah.
And then the police. How you gonna enforce this?
Yeah.
But they're gonna create the problem reaction solution so that your phone becomes, because you got your phone with you all the time. I'm telling you guys, 2022 and above, you're gonna have to leave the phone at home, bro. You just gonna have to be walking around with no Easy Pass, no phone, like you just a wanderer.
Raw dog? Just walking.
Raw dog or a flip phone. Like, I'm so poor. Through my AARP, qualifications, I have a flip phone. And for me to even text you hello, this shit could be 20 minutes. You got that kind of time?
Yeah, it's gonna. That's. I give it to September, mid-September, around my birthday. Actually, it's gonna come out. We need digital things because this fake card thing is getting out of hand. Watch. Watch.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the only thing like restaurants and stuff take and gyms and stuff take.
Yeah.
After a while. But stay strong, guys.
Stay strong out here.
Stand on your square, B.
Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So, Amazon announced they're going to open several 30,000 square foot department stores around the country.
Bro.
They're trying to take over the world.
Amazon ain't already getting all my money. I done had a whole bunch of props. Because we got some skits to do.
Yes.
You know me, I get a little extra with it.
Yes.
Everybody got to be in character. I mean, now they're going to have department stores?
Yeah.
Jeez. Amazon is not playing. They got drones coming.
Yes, they got supermarkets.
For food. Yes.
The cashless joint. Like, you just walk in and walk out.
You just walk in and walk out.
Somebody say Amazon does have to be broken up. Like, that is nuts.
But I'm from the cartoon era, nigga. I walk in the store backwards and confuse their whole algorithm. Come on, T. We from that era. Bugs Bunny would walk into some shit backwards talking about buy.
It's still going to read your phone.
No. I'm going to confuse the algorithms.
Here you go.
So you gotta know those cartoons, bro.
There's an Amazon bookstore in New York City.
Is there?
Yeah, by Empire State Building.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. Yeah, they got Whole Foods now, right? Yes,
yeah, they do.
Then they're not playing. They are not playing.
Yeah, they're trying to get Walmart up out of here. Say it again. Oh yeah, I heard that.
That's what I'm talking about. Toys R Us.
I heard that.
Taking my grandson to Toys R Us because FAO Swartz would have just been too expensive.
Yes.
And I don't know how to tell my grandson, Pampa can't afford that shit.
I'm not gonna lie. He don't need more toys right now anyway.
But
the crib is looking like his crib.
I know, but guess what? When he gets of age,
facts, yeah.
I want to be able to walk him through Toys R Us. That's in my budget.
Yeah.
I'm like, your son, walk all the way down that aisle, son. Anything you see, son, you just pick that up. But if he go to FAO Swartz,
yeah,
dude, a hat could be $600.
Yeah.
And I have to calmly tell him to look over there and put the hat back.
Remember the Toys R Us store in Times Square with the Ferris wheel in there?
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, that was classic.
They closed that down.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I'm hearing reports that there's been floods in North Carolina.
Yes, 2 people have died. 20 people are missing. This is from Hurricane Fred.
Yes.
The residuals of that. So we want to send condolences out because we got a lot of people from North Carolina who watch our show.
Definitely.
I got family in North Carolina. So we're hoping that you are all well with what's going on.
Yes, keep us updated.
Please keep us updated on where this thing is going.
You're on the ground.
Yes, I remember Tower Records. Absolutely. Absolutely, Def Rocker. Yep.
So let's start taking some questions, guys.
Let's get some questions in here, man.
Some questions. So remember we spoke about the Makaya Bryant situation. Autopsy was done and said that she was shot 4 times by police officers.
Yes, I heard about that. Jeez.
So I'm gonna.
We're waiting on the rest of the story. Yes.
Yes. So this is a Yahoo News article. Says an autopsy from Franklin County Coroner's Office revealed Makaya Bryant was shot 4 times when she was killed by a police officer. Her cause of death was deemed gunshot wounds to the torso, and the manner of death was homicide. In addition to the lower torso, she was struck in the back, right shoulder, and right thigh. So I remember like originally when we spoke about this, but hopefully her family gets some justice when it comes out of this, because especially if it was ruled a homicide.
Leslie said I missed the whole show cooking for my dad and son. It's all good. You know we got you, Leslie. You was in the building. We had a bunch of allegedlys.
Yo, a bunch.
Bunch
of those.
We had to let that thing go.
Black Dot and Malcom, would you consider the movie Short Circuit a woke conscious movie? I've never seen it.
Short Circuit. Is that the little robot? I'm not sure. I gotta see it again.
Oh, okay.
I gotta see it again.
Somebody said, wow, just another march. Yeah. Hopefully not. Rick Judah says, why do you think Bill Gates bought all the acres of land and is making the excuse for all of us not to eat them because they're farting too much? Yeah. And he's big on like synthetic meat.
Yes.
He's big on
that whole
stuff.
Artificial intelligence shit. Speaking of synthetic meat, Panda Express now has fake plant-based orange chicken.
I'm not even gonna disrespect myself like that, player.
If you want to get down there,
I'm not even gonna disrespect myself like that, player.
You want to get down there and still feel, you're doing your Hotep thing, you can go into Panda Express now.
Real Talk says, thank you for the super chat. Did Brother Polight kill the black leadership concept? If so, what's black folk next step? So if you see a lot of these people as leaders in our community, I think the problem starts there.
Thank you. My whole platform has been about stop putting these people on a pedestal. That is so old paradigm to think anybody is going to lead you anywhere. I don't care if it's Reverend whoever. I don't give a shit. If you're sitting there waiting for that person to be the closest to God than you are and have to disseminate information down to you and distill some knowledge down to you, you are of an old paradigm, an old way of thinking. I've been on this platform saying that since we had it. Not out of hate. I'm talking about athletes, rappers, all of them, because we're in a money grab now. We're in an era of attention. We spoke a couple of weeks about the avatar. And if you're stuck in a certain vibration, like some of these rappers, right? They were hot in the 80s. They still look like they're in the 80s because the avatar that they built that was so successful has not graduated beyond the 80s. So any money, any fame, any attention has to be they're in a prison, and that's the ego keeping you there, right? Like, dude, you put that song out in 85, my nigga. You should not be looking like you're still in 85, son. Grow up. I mean, we know you wrote that song or this and that. Start paying attention to even these, hoteppers, the ones who won't let go of a specific suit that they're wearing because the ego has them thinking that's all there is. We are greater than that. And it's time for us as a people to ascend past that and go, we all leaders in our own right. And now I'm trying to get linked up with vibration. You know what I mean? Where it's just your energy is leading me and we can make something happen and work. I don't join any organizations because they all start out great and then the egos kick in, the money kicks in, the power kicks in, and they all turn out corrupt. All of them. And it wound up being about money somewhere down the line. Doesn't mean I won't help. Like if somebody calls me over to do some work or speak, I'm with all of that. I'm not joining any of it because it represents a time long ago. That, when you spent last time together, you talked to other teachers like Valentine and Bobby. I speak to Phil Valentine often. When I can. I'm not a big phone person. I like to stay out of people's lives and this and that. And I haven't spoken to Bobby. I don't know where Bobby is. I believe he's out in Cali, and I hope he's recovering well. But all of that, I didn't mention some important people from that paradigm. Brother Big Man, Sister Bert, Brother Leon, Azariah. These are the ones who were putting the lectures on. Chris, of course, Brother Shabazz, Brother Rich, Clemson Brown. These are the ones who were opening up their venues and allowing these speakers. So when we speak about that's the conscious community I know. That's the conscious community that stole my heart, that made me want to study, that made me want to teach, that made me want to continue to learn. All that other stuff when it came to being a celebrity. Dude, you know what it took for me to come on YouTube and do this? It took my son and Eli for them to bring me out of my shell. So for those who are just meeting me here and thinking I'm trying to be some YouTube celebrity, that means you don't know Black Dot. You don't know my work. You know what I mean? So, but I have gotten accustomed to being here and doing this. But we're way past that leader stuff. You know what I mean? So he didn't put a dent in anything as far as I'm concerned. But there were a lot of people who still follow and still they live vicariously through people they think are better than they are and braver than they are. And these people take advantage of them all the time.
Yeah.
I hope that answered that question.
A lot of money in black struggle, bro.
Oh, man, there's a lot of money in pain and struggle, and I can do something for you that you can't do for yourself. Now, I'm not talking about higher learning. There's always great opportunities for higher learning and things of that nature, but the feel that you have to defend another man who's taken 15 years to open up a school, or another man for any reason who's had allegations, but you gotta stand out and defend them because that's not true. You are stuck in an old paradigm where you're worshiping ideologies and identities. You won't admit it to yourself, but you do. You know what I mean? So you gotta let the truth. And I told you the greatest lesson I learned from Bobby and Phil and all of them was, do not follow me anywhere. Take this information, go challenge me with the information. Go study and challenge. And we had small, intimate settings where you can ask anything and question, but don't follow me Bobby's like, oh man, my goddamn stove don't even work. Shit, I got one fire on the stove. I got $20. I need you to buy this goddamn picture from the Venus, and she gonna bring. That's who Bobby was. And when I told you they were all grossly underpaid, I know for a fact because I paid them. You know what I mean? So that's the era. That's the one lesson they taught, which was very calming, because when you come from churches and organized with, there's the exalted one and the one above the exalted one and the one who came who was exalted after the exalt. You know, that whole thing will fuck your mind up.
Right.
It'll fuck your mind up, bro.
Somebody asks, do I think Griselda could run with the locks? Like in a battle? No.
That'd be a good battle.
Griselda don't have enough mainstream. They have a lot of
No, they don't have enough hits. So if you're talking hits, they can't. But if we're just talking in a cipher,
so if
they just rhyming in a cipher, they represent that era.
True. So because but Westside Gun, he can't rap, right? He's just like the creative mind behind it. Yes. Benny is nasty. Conway is nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Jadakiss obviously is nasty, and Styles is nasty. So that would probably
be a nice battle.
Sheik would be the Sheik and Westside
would be the leaning factors.
That would be the battle.
That'd be dope.
Beans versus Jada. I always switch, man, depending on whose song I'm listening to.
Can Polight be conscious with a hotline like that?
You mean hairline?
A hairline? I don't know. Yeah.
And it says,
oh, your man Umar got ran up on. I heard.
Oh, facts.
I heard Dr. Umar came to Harlem, and it was a little.
Hold up, side note. This is the cover for Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar's first album.
Yeah,
he said Who the People. Yeah. So that's the. But yeah, somebody pressed him about the money for the school.
Somebody pressed him hard about that bread.
Yeah.
And it got a little antsy, and I heard they was just a little back and forth. I heard no shots was thrown, but it could have got funky.
Yeah. And again,
you're gonna start seeing a lot of that. First of all, this social media thing is somebody getting ready to get hurt. I don't want to predict that kind of energy. I just know what I know. Somebody getting ready to get hurt.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be directly involved in some of this social media bouffant bullshit, right? But people are gonna start running up on you, trying to hold you accountable. Where's the money, my nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where's this, my nigga? You know what I mean? And if you can't answer those questions, remember, it's a thin line between this consciousness and street shit, and niggas is ready to put that work in.
Yeah. Black Power Diva, so y'all do the same thing, just different folks. Be real about that.
What do you mean? Oh, what do we do that's different? Yeah. I mean the same. Y'all do the same thing, just different folks. How? What do we? Do I owe anybody money up here? Do we scam anybody? No, let's start there. When you say, like, who we scamming? I wrote up 2 books. My son wrote a book. If you want the book, you get it.
Somebody just donated. Thank you.
Yeah, there's 1,000.
Iris, thank you for resending my order.
Yeah, there's 1,000.
You get something wrong, we resend it.
Books out there. Yeah. So if everybody wrote a book, are they scamming?
Yeah.
We sell T-shirts too. We admit you can get this T-shirt on our website, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
What do we owe the people? So when you say we're doing the same thing, just different, we don't teach no religion. We don't have no following. So you have to be a little bit more clear, sis, when you make a blanket statement like we doing the same things, just different.
And guys, this will be the last time we address this until more information comes out. But other than that,
so I need to know. No, she got to help me. I want to help her.
Other than that,
she got to help me when you make a statement like that.
Facts. Two Grumpy Men says ignore. You're right.
Yeah. What are we doing?
You're right. Shouts out to our mods.
You know, I stand on my integrity.
Yeah.
I don't owe nobody no money. Ain't hustled nobody. Ain't been involved with 0 scandals. 0. And I'm transparent as I possibly can be. You know, I got health issues. You know, this is my son. That's my wife. We come together. We put you involved with the entire process of whatever we trying to do. We trying to build our membership up so we don't have to depend on YouTube. Yes. So we're asking you for $5.
That's it.
You don't have to. You still get these 2 shows for free.
Facts.
And I just spent energy in addressing that. I didn't have to, but I want to put it in there for those who may be feeling the same way, that we all in one, you know. I mean, you won't find out about my secret family until I die. I told you that. Told you that. Then, you know, the kids who look like me will all come out, and y'all be like, I knew it the whole time. And my wife will be pissed, but she got to say nice shit because it's the funeral, right? Yeah. I'm sitting in the casket like, Black Dot was a good man. He was an honorable man. Woo! Let's have some fun. Appreciate you guys.
More questions, and then
most of the conscious community are not ready to hear the unadulterated metaphysics of Bobby Hemmit, Phil Valentine, kicked way back in the day. Those tapes ain't for everybody. You are absolutely correct. But you know what we did have, Peyton? We had these little study groups so we could at least help each other out. There was nobody on YouTube saying anonymous shit like, fuck that faggot. And you can't get at them. Yeah. Or the information, you feeding them a steak and they need baby steps. So the study groups gave us an opportunity to bounce information off each other and bring each other along. That's what made the conscious community back then so dope. But once social media and people who can't process this kind of information get a hold of it, shit, they liable to say anything. Some of the shit they call me online is ridiculous. If my grandson Noble saw that shit, he'd be like, what the fuck's going on, Pam?
Yeah, I remember I used to get the, when we first started, I used to get the YouTube comments like to my emails. I had to like set it where I didn't see it. Some of the stuff, I was like, God, Lee.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, Lee Clinton said Bobby is pseudo. I'm not here to denounce any of that, but he wasn't scamming. That's my point. So you didn't have to agree with the teachings, but there was no underlying hustle where there are trails of people saying, give me my money. It was $10 to get in. You stood there for 8 hours for $10. You could stand in the conscious lecture for 8 hours and get a download. And of course, you take what you take and the rest, you leave it. That was the agreement.
Yeah.
That was the agreement. So it wasn't no memberships. It wasn't no sign up for the bigger package of crazy pseudo shit I gotta sell. It was $10. It was an 8-hour download.
Somebody said Conway in the dress was crazy. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was
crazy.
Somebody said Mama Dad will pull out the casket. Yo, didn't you tell me about that story?
Yeah, there was a story I saw today where somebody paid with a fake check at the funeral, and they pulled the body out the casket.
That's
they
crazy.
said, motherfucker, this ain't going down. Like, we will just throw this nigga in the dirt.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I saw that shit.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I guess, guys.
Take one or two more.
All right, a couple more questions, then we're gonna if you're in the membership, the Zoom link will be in the community.
Yes. We'll do the whole section right after this.
Give us 10 minutes.
Yeah, I will pat down with a towel.
Yes.
And you know, my wife wants to know about these kids now. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
She's behind.
Hey, nigga, I'm like, I don't know about these kids, and you know, and stuff. But I did leave all the money to you, and a small portion for them to go to college and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. More questions. The after show is fire. Eliminates the after show. Be fire.
Yeah, it eliminates a lot of the clutter.
Yeah.
You know, you get in there, it's a little bit more intimate, and we got some surprises for you because we love you people in the after show. Conscious, it's all right.
If the Lakers don't win, what happened to LeBron's legacy? I don't think much happens.
Listen, it's all dependent. To me, LeBron's legacy is set. You're chasing a ghost. You can't beat Mike because he was 6-0. However, LeBron's path, if he gets one more with the Lakers, then I think that really solidifies him. You've been to 11 finals. Yeah. Just getting to the finals.
Yo, he was in the finals 8 years in a row.
8 years in a row.
I was a senior in high school, and I graduated college.
Yeah, the whole time he was in the finals. And some of them teams, you even got to admit, goddamn, he took that team to the finals. Yeah. So I think his legacy is set. He will be in the top 10 in scoring, like the top 2 or 3, and he's going to be in the top 10 in assists. He'll be the only player to do it. You know, he's been to X amount of finals. I don't think his legacy is really... I think we put too much emphasis
I think so too.
On that, you know what I mean? and people going for the impossible. All right, I think we're gonna get out of here now.
Yes.
Huh?
Well, so email info@urbanx.nyc, and then I'll send you a new password.
Yeah, if you get locked out. Facts. I be forgetting my password all the time.
Yeah. Somebody was like locked out, and it was like, this is my email. I'm looking it up. I'm like, yo, this not in. And then I found out that it was a Gmail instead of a Yahoo. So
Yeah. Somebody said, "What's up with Whack 100 and Tekashi 69?" That was for you.
They did an interview on Academics podcast, and they've been on Clubhouse with Meek arguing. Like, I'm not understanding all the Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Like, we back to that. Like, that was like 6 months ago, or like the Clubhouse, when Clubhouse was even a thing. They arguing about that, and I don't understand it.
And somebody said, "What's up with Choke? He's going to war with I think Star or somebody. I don't know all the details. It's going down out here in these streets.
Yeah.
It's going down. Yeah, it's going down.
All right, guys.
Yes.
But we're about to get out of here.
Yes.
Where's our producer? So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And join that membership.
Yes, www.urbanx.nyc. You can join for $5 for the month, or $5 a month, or $50 for the year.
And somebody said, when it's time to renew, is it still $50?
Yes, and it will still be $5.
Yes, it's you
even
locked,
when the price goes up.
Right, when we say you locked in for life for $5, you
Yeah.
got to jump on that.
Yes.
Because when the price goes up, it may continue to go up.
Yeah, exactly.
And continue, but your price is locked in.
All right. So, like I said, thank you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe before we get out of here. We appreciate you. We love you. And for our members, see you in a little bit. And for everybody else, see you on Monday.
Peace.